Hey everyone, Ashley Mailloux here with the Daily Racing Forum. We already went over the Coast to Coast Pick 5 for Saturday. There's also another one on Sunday, April 2nd. If you like turf, this is for you. All 5 races are on the grass, 3 races from Santa Anita, 2 from Gulfstream. And it actually gets kicked off at Gulfstream Park. So we'll start with their 8th race, which is a 5-furlong turf sprint for 4-year-olds and upward. A very interesting race and a nice field of 10 here. I went with 2 horses. I think the one Chessmaster, at least in terms of his recent form, he's probably the one to beat. He enters this race fresh off a 3rd place finish, and prior to that, won at Tampa, the Turf Dash, and won it decisively. He ended up getting his career best Beyer speed figure of 100. So recent form, very strong for Chessmaster. But looking at others in here, the number 8, Silent Poet, has been a big fan of this horse throughout his career. Trainer Nick Gonzalez has done a tremendous job with him, and you can see he's been in a lot of grade 2 and grade 3 races. He's actually a grade 1 winner in his career back in 2021. And actually, that's the last time he's found the winner's circle. But I just think the level of competition that he comes out of is a lot tougher than this group today. But he's going to have to race fresh off the layoff. So I used 2 runners in the opening leg. Go out to Santa Anita for their 3rd race, the $100,000 Pasadena at a mile on the turf. And this is for straight 3-year-olds, a compact field of 5. Arguably, in my opinion, the number 5, Johannes, is the horse to beat. I thought this horse was extremely impressive in his 2 turf efforts. Since getting onto the grass, I think he's kind of taken it to a whole new level. It was a 9-length winner to end his 2-year-old season on New Year's Eve against maiden special weight competition. And then on March 5th, just to see the way he won the baffle. Yes, they went very quick and he had some pace to run at, but another visually impressive performance. But I also used the number 2, Wizard of Westwood. I think a lot of people might look at game time in here. I just thought Michael McCarthy's runner was simply second best in that race, the baffle, back on March 5th. It was his first time on the turf, his first start off the layoff, and really just his 2nd career start. So I think there's a lot of upside with this horse, and it's nice to see Frankie Dettori booked to ride. Now we'll go back to Gulfstream Park for their 10th race, 7.5 furlongs on the turf course. And looking at this group, in terms of class, the number 4, Get Smoking, is exiting 2 back-to-back grade 1 events, the 4-Star Dave, and more recently back in September, the Woodbine Mile. Now, he did not fare well at all in the Woodbine Mile. He wasn't a long shot in there, but he tired in the late stages, and he ended up only beating 1 runner. But it's a significant class relief. I've always liked, even though the stats only 10%, I've liked the way Mark Casse horses perform first off the layoff, and I think this is a great spot to see what he has to bring to the table in 2023. The number 3, Red Danger, I was looking forward to seeing this horse race about a month ago. He was scratched out of a race, and I think getting back on the turf is going to be key for him. He does have a good turf record at Gulfstream Park. He actually does have a win going 7.5 in the pulpit. Now, that was in 2021, but I think he has some upside. He's going to be a price in here and certainly can improve off his most recent efforts. Now, we will go back to California and we'll stay out there for the last 2 legs of the sequence. Race number 5, a $50,000 maiden claiming event, going 6 furlongs on the grass. This is for 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. I used 3 runners in here. The 2, Admiral Halsey, I think a second off the freshening and also dropping in for the $50,000 tag for the first time, is a logical horse. The number 3, Devil Moon. I have 2 in here for his trainer, and this horse is consistently second. It has those second place finishes to kind of note, especially in those 3 of the last 4 races. He will need to improve, though. Frankie Dettori is going to ride this one. Then the number 4, Saycon. This is the stablemate. If you go back to that race on March 7th, I think this horse could be extremely tough to beat in here. Joe Bravo, one of the go-to riders for the barn. I really like Saycon in this spot. And to wrap up the sequence, it wraps up with a grade 3 American Stakes at a mile on the grass for 4-year-olds and upward. I think it's a 2-horse race. The 1, Earl's Rock, has been extremely impressive in his last 2 outings. And actually beat Du Jour last time out in the grade 3 Thunder Road. But Du Jour, I think, just has been denied in those last 2. And now making that 3rd start off the long layoff might be poised to get the win. So actually, I used Du Jour on top in this last race of the sequence. We'll take a look at the ticket. $48 overall. My spread race was that $50,000 maiden claiming event at Santa Anita. I thought it was really tough to narrow down, so I do use 3, but everything else, 2 horses deep. Best of luck this Sunday.